We are releasing a new loan forgiveness tracker calculator. We're starting to see funding come through for folks, so we want to make sure you guys have this, have access to it. We really believe that the tracking of your forgiveness is going to be a very important consideration here. I think a lot of people are not prepared for this. If you thought that getting the money was a pain, imagine how much of a pain it's going to be to get it forgiven. So we have a new real-time loan forgiveness tracker out, and I want to go over that with you guys. So first thing here, you're going to see here, the amount of the Paycheck Protection Loan actually received. So when you get confirmation, you get funding here, you're going to put this amount here in the amount that you received in here. Make sure you put the exact amount in. Date of the loan origination. So this is the date it actually funds. All right, so this is a very important part of it because your 8-week period begins, it's 8 weeks after you receive those funds. So that's a key part of it here. All right, so anything in yellow is an input. And this is designed for you to track your expenses week by week throughout this process here, so that at the end, we have a total amount here so you can see exactly what your forgivable expenses are. Okay, so how does this work? I want you to keep track of all these expenses in here. So you have your basically your entire payroll report here, and you see here be the actual payroll cost, for the 8-week period. We're using the same formula we used in the application process. So put all of your expenses in here, just in the yellow area. These will automatically update. Then we're going to have all of your additional expenses, the additional permitted allowable expenses. Okay, so these yellow areas are going to calculate. All right, now the rest of it's going to pretty much take care of itself. All right, so we have our we put into the calculator thresholds. So there's thresholds. The law states and the guidance states that there could be a maximum of forgiveness for non-payroll cost. So we already have what that maximum is. It already auto calculates, and the guidance states that there must be at least of the loans received must be spent on payroll. We're gonna give additional videos on some of that clarity there. Lastly, this calculates on its own the total loan forgiveness. All right, so D plus E. And then we have the breakdown and ensuring that we're all within the right thresholds. What this also does too here is, as you scroll down here, we have the outstanding principal repayment schedule. Okay, there is a possibility that you won't meet the full forgiveness. And so as you add your payments into here, you'll be able to track what your repayment schedule looks like in a real-time basis. So again, this will automatically calculate, but you have your outstanding principal, and then this will automatically adjust as you reduce down. And so you can see if you had a $400,000 loan, you didn't have a single eligible expense for it, you would have accrued interest of $2,004 by the end of the 6-month period, where you have a payment deferral and you have a $24,000 a month payment. Say hi, Dagny. So you have $24,000 a month payment. So let's go through here and I'll give you an example. Let's say you have net payroll of $10,000 this week, and then 2 weeks later you have another $10,000, and then 2 weeks later you have another $10,000, right? And let's just say 10,000. So you can see over that, here you have $40,000 of payroll expense, and let's say you have rent expense of, call it, 5,000. Obviously, these are just sample numbers, and then 5,000 here. Of total forgiveness of $50,000, 80% is your payroll, 20% is your other expense. So you can see total forgiveness. And you can see here how it automatically updates the loan amount. You only owe $350 because $50,000 was forgiven, and this is what your remaining balance looks like. So what happens here if we have more expenses than we thought? Let's say we have $25,000 of expense. Oh wait, hold on a second. That doesn't make sense. Wait a minute. So we have $40,000 and $30,000. Hey, don't we have $70,000 of forgiveness? No, because you could only have a maximum amount of non-payroll forgiveness. So again, because we have 40,000 here, there's a maximum threshold here. So we have that automatically calculated so that it caps it. So it keeps you from making a mistake when it comes down to reimbursement. So you can see here, boom, you have $40,000 of payroll. We cap it out of your other allowable expenses for a total amount of $53,333. And you can see here the updates and everything calculates. So this is an important component to the PPP, to the forgiveness package. Sending this out to all of you now. We also have our data room that's coming as well. We'll give a separate email update on how to use this. But again, same as always, you're going to have access to this. It's going to pop up in Google Drive. You're going to click File. You're going to either say make a copy and save a copy to your own Google Drive, or you're going to download. You're going to download this to Excel, so that way you have your own version of this. And you're going to want to keep track of this and update this back to your data room. Of course, if you guys have any questions, give me or my team an email or a call, and we'll help walk you through this. But we're excited about this. We think this is a really good tool for you guys to keep you from making mistakes that could potentially cost you tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars in forgiveness. Hey, so if these tools look like they make sense to you, get a hold of me. We'll schedule a conversation. Brad at covid19loans.org is probably the easiest way.